resources. Will the Deputy Prime Minister update the House on the vital role the Australian Defence Force plays in creating jobs and growth in Northern Australia? How will the government's Defence White Paper secure that role in years to come for areas such as mine and Townsville?
The Deputy Prime Minister.
Well, thank you very much, Mr Speaker, and I thank the honourable member for Herbert for his question. The honourable member for Herbert, more than most, understands the importance of the Defence Force, especially with that great garrison city of Townsville as the heart of his electorate. The great city of Townsville, which is home to the 3rd and the 11th Brigade, the 1st, 2nd and 3rd Battalion, the garrison city that has also had the experience, unfortunately, of not just talking about the theory of war but actually living the experience. And remember that our nation remembers that on the 29th of July 1942, one of the bombing raids, and there were several that happened in Townsville, actually hit the agricultural station there. We also note that the RAAF, with their involvement with the 383rd Squadron, the 452nd Squadron, the No. 27 Squadron, the 38th Squadron, the Combat Survival Training School, the Army's No. 5 Aviation Regiment, the 1st Expeditionary Health Squadron Detachment, No. 2nd Security Squadron, just goes to show you, with Laverick Barracks and so much more, of how involved this part of the world is. Because it's the north of Australia, Mr Speaker, that doesn't deal with the theoretical, it deals with the actual. It's absolutely apparent, and has been, that we must make sure that the north of our nation is defended if we want to protect the south. It's absolutely apparent, and it's been a historical fact, that the north of our nation is the point of embarkation. And we remember, around 7,000 service personnel who were killed during the Second World War in the engagements, especially in New Guinea. In New Guinea and Papua New Guinea, I'm sure we're all going to pay that the due respect that it is worth, and also the embarkation to other places such as Guadalcanal and the Solomons. What's so important about the history of course, is it focuses our minds on the future and what we need to do, and why this Defence White Paper is so vitally important. This Defence White Paper, which has been brought forward by the Coalition because we understand quite clearly that it is in the development of the North and the protection of the North that our nation is protected. And this works in very well with the other programs that the Coalition brings forward, such as programs to develop the dams, programs to make sure we assure our biosecurity of the North. This is all vitally important. It's vitally important because we know that if we populate the North with an economic and vibrant base, that we have the capacity more abundantly to make sure that the rest of our nation is well and truly protected from harm which comes our way. Mr Speaker, we know that in part of this white paper is to make sure that we don't want, obviously, a war, and who would want a war? And from a family where many members of my family have been in the Defence Force, it's absolutely apparent that the best way to protect yourself from conflict is to prepare yourself for conflict. And this white paper and the admirable work of the people in the North, and not just in Townsville, but in Darwin and everywhere else, that they will be looking forward to us making sure that this is the very best white paper for the very best nation.